Welcome to this class. In this opportunity, we are going to learn about a very important reading technique, scanning. Well, let's get started. In its website, the Beauty College in California explains that scanning is reading rapidly in order to find specific facts. So, scanning will help you locate a particular fact. According to them, we can use scanning in research to find particular facts, to study fact-heavy topics, and to answer questions requiring factual support. In this website, two types of scanning are presented. The first one is scanning for research and study. Since the goal of scanning is to locate and swoop down on particular facts, scanning uses keywords and organizational cues. But why does scanning use keywords and organizational cues? Well, according to them, the particular facts that you are looking for may be buried within long text passages that have relatively little else to do with your topic or claim. In here, you will also find some useful tips to scan a document. The first one, well, you have to know what you are looking for. So, you will have to decide on a few keywords or phrases search terms. After that, you have to look for only one keyword at a time. This means that if you have or if you are using multiple keywords, you will have to do multiple scans. Number 3, let your eyes flow rapidly down the page until you find the word or phrase that you are looking for. And finally, when your eye catches one of your keywords, you will have to read the surrounding material very carefully and determine if it is relevant to what you are looking for or not. The second type of scanning is scanning to answer questions. Well, let me tell you that if you are scanning for facts to answer a specific question, one step is already done for you. Which one? The step where you have to decide which keywords you will be looking for. Why? Because the question itself supplies or will supply you the keywords that you need to focus on. Here you have some steps to follow when you scan to answer a question. Number 1, read each question completely before you start scanning. When you finish reading, choose your keywords from the question itself. Step number 2, look for answers to only one question at a time. If you have multiple questions, you will have to scan them separately. Number 3, when you locate a keyword, read the surrounding text carefully to see if it is relevant to what you are looking for. And finally, step number 4, reread or read again the question to determine if the answer you have found answered the question. The Beauty College concludes that scanning is a technique that requires concentration and can be tiring sometimes. You may have to practice at not allowing your attention to wander. In order for you not to get distracted, it is a good idea that you choose a time and place that you know works for you, and you start scanning. Let's continue with more information about scanning. In their textbook, Reader's Choice, Silverstein, Dawson, and Clark state that scanning is quick reading. So, when you scan, you are looking for information to answer a specific question. Among the most common things that we are usually looking for are a number, or a word, or the name of something. In this textbook, you will also find some steps that we can follow when we scan. Number 1, decide exactly what information you are looking for and what form it is likely to take. For example, if you wanted to know how much something cost, you would be looking for a number. You would be scanning for a date or a time if you wanted to know when something will start. Or you would be looking for a name if you wanted to know who did something. Second, well, in this step, you will need to decide where you need to look to find this information. For example, if you want to know who won a baseball game, you would turn to the sports section of the newspaper. And if you are looking for Stephen Curry's phone number, you will scan the C section of the phone book. In number 3, move your eyes quickly down the page until you find what you want. And finally, when you find what you need, you usually stop reading. In his textbook, Active Skills for Reading, Anderson explains that when we need to read something to find certain information, we move our eyes very quickly across the text. According to him, this is the definition of scanning. When we scan like this, we do not read every word. We do not stop when we see a new word. We read quickly and stop only to find the information we are looking for. Let's continue with more information about scanning, this time from the University of New South Wales. In its website, the university states that scanning is sweeping your eyes like a radar over part of a text to find specific pieces of information. But when do we have to use scanning? We have to use it to quickly locate specific information from a large quantity of written material. According to them, we have to follow also a few steps in order to scan a text. After gaining an overview, you will need to identify the section or sections of the text that you will probably need to read. After that, you start scanning the text by allowing your eyes or fingers or both to move quickly over a page. As soon as your eye catches an important word or phrase, you need to stop reading. And when you locate information requiring attention, you then slow down to read the relevant section more thoroughly. Finally, if you want to check more information about scanning, we suggest you this video from the University of Melbourne. We hope you find it useful. Thank you very much for your attention.